You're born underwater, blind, cold, and already surrounded by death. The first sound you hear isn't your mother, it's your siblings tearing each other apart. Out of 60 eggs, maybe 2 of you will make it. And you? You're small, slow, and delicious. Birds circle above, fish wait below, and that loving mother everyone talks about? She's busy digging through the nest, hoping at least a few of you didn't hatch stupid. She scoops you up gently in her jaws, but not because she loves you. It's damage control. One wrong twitch and you're pulp between her teeth. She carries you to the river like a live snack tray, each baby wobbling inside her mouth, hoping she doesn't sneeze. And when she drops you into the water, that's not safety. That's the wild. And it doesn't care that your scales are still soft and your lungs still confused. The water is a lie. You think you're safe in it, built for it, but every ripple hides a hunter. Bigger fish, older crocs, even your own kind. You don't swim. You twitch and panic and hope no one's hungry. And while you're flailing through mud and instinct, the jungle watches. Everything here wants a bite, especially of the dumb, slow, newly hatched ones. You. And if you're still breathing after this part, maybe hit subscribe and ring the bell. You'll need all the luck you can get. You eat bugs, not because you like them, but because it's the only thing smaller than you. Some fight back, some are poisonous, some crawl into your nose and stay there, but you can't be picky, because while you're nibbling on insects, other hatchlings are learning how to kill. Faster, sharper, meaner, and if you don't keep up, you're the next snack on someone else's growth spurt. At night, the real games begin. You're not just hiding from predators, you're hiding from your own brothers. Crocodiles don't do family. They do survival. And if your sibling's hungry and you're within reach, you're dinner with matching DNA. You sleep with one eye open, not because it's cool, but because it's required. The nest wasn't a beginning, it was just round one. The river isn't a playground, it's a conveyor belt of death. You drift with the current, not because you want to, but because swimming against it means wasting energy you'll need to survive the next ambush. The water hides enemies, barracudas, birds, bigger crocs. Every time you surface for air, you roll the dice, you breathe, or you disappear. There's no middle option. You're getting bigger now, stronger, but that doesn't mean safer. It just means new predators, bigger mouths, smarter threats. You're no longer invisible. You're a target. The jungle sees you. The water smells you. Every foot you grow makes you easier to track. And now you're not prey because you're small. You're prey because you might become dangerous. Nature doesn't wait for that to happen. It strikes first. Your first real kill doesn't feel like victory. It feels like panic. You clamp your jaws down and thrash, just like instinct told you. But the screaming, the splashing, the blood, it stays with you. No one tells you how loud it is, how heavy a dying body feels in your mouth. And when it's over, there's no applause, just silence. You swallow, you shake, you move on. Because if you stop to think, you're next. You grow into something fierce. Your jaws can crush bone now. Animals start running instead of chasing. But strength doesn't come with peace. It comes with isolation. You stop moving in groups. You snap at your own kind. And one day, when you turn your back, so will they. In this life, allies are temporary, hunger is permanent, and trust, that's how you die faster. You finally rule your stretch of river, but ruling here means waiting, still, silent, for hours, days, sometimes more. One twitch, one mistake, one wasted strike, and you go hungry. The kill isn't glamorous. It's dirty, violent, and often ends with both predator and prey bleeding out in silence. And when you finally eat, you don't feel proud, you feel old. Your scars tell stories, but no one's listening. Not the birds that steal your kills, not the monkeys that mock from trees. Not even the smaller crocs that dream of taking your spot. You don't rest, you rotate, you patrol. You wait for the dry season, for the floods, for the fools that step too close. Your strength doesn't protect you. It just makes your enemies smarter. Getting old doesn't mean retiring. It means watching your reflexes slip while your enemies grow bolder. Your teeth wear down, your strides slow. The young ones you ignored now circle like vultures, waiting to test your weakness. You don't get a legacy here, just more time to lose. And when you finally close your eyes to rest, something smaller, faster, hungrier might be watching. You don't sleep, not really. You float half-submerged, one eye open, heartbeat slowed to a whisper. It's not peace, it's strategy. The second you forget what lurks above or beneath, you're done. Parasites chew your flesh, birds pick your wounds. Even the water, once your ally, betrays you with droughts, floods, and sickness. You're not part of nature, you're fighting it, tooth and scale. You've made it farther than most, but every victory smells like blood and mud. You don't remember how many you've killed, you don't care. You just know you're still hungry, and that hunger never fades. It just evolves, from food to territory to legacy. But this jungle doesn't honor legends. It buries them, quietly, under the next generation of killers you accidentally raised. You've seen your offspring hatch, you've guarded their nest, you've watched them scatter like you once did. But this isn't a father-son story, this is nature. The moment they grow teeth, they become competition. You don't teach them, you test them, and if one grows too bold, you end him, not because you're cruel, but because you remember being him, and you know how dangerous that hunger is. Seasons change, but your struggle doesn't. Floods bring chaos, drought brings death, the river shrinks, and so does your world. You fight harder, eat less, move slower. Even the air feels heavier. You were born into danger, raised in violence, and now you decay in it. There's no glory, no relief, just instinct pushing you forward while your body begs to stop. You don't get to choose how it ends. Maybe it's a younger croc, maybe it's a bullet, maybe it's disease, creeping in slow and silent. But there's no ceremony, no last stand. One day you slip beneath the surface and just don't come back. No one mourns, no one even notices. The river closes over you like you were never there. Your body becomes part of the mud, the same mud you once ruled. Hatchlings crawl over your bones without knowing they almost became you. The cycle doesn't pause, it doesn't reflect, it repeats. Every egg, every bite, every silent ambush, it all plays out again, just with new names, new claws, new hunger. The jungle doesn't remember, and it doesn't care. If you're lucky, someone films your death and uploads it with dramatic music. A few clicks, a comment or two, then forgotten. The world watches your brutality like entertainment, not survival. They laugh at your screams, rewind your death roll, and call it nature. But you know the truth. Nature isn't a documentary, it's a graveyard with better lighting. So you were born into mud, clawed your way through blood, crushed bones, dodged bullets, watched your kin turn rivals, and died somewhere in silence. And for what? No monuments, no memories, just another bump in the food chain. That's the joke. Everyone wants to be a predator, until they learn predators don't rest, they don't celebrate, they just survive, until they don't. You weren't the villain, you weren't the hero, you were just next in line. Now tell me, after hearing all this, do you still think being at the top means being safe, or does it just mean your fall will hurt more? Drop your thoughts below. Let's see who really gets it.